Good morning, Keith. As we know, cancer is very personal. It affects people in our families, our coworkers, our friends. Can you tell me how cancer has affected you personally?
Yeah, and thanks for the opportunity to come in and speak. In April of 2015, my youngest daughter, Ashley, who was 13 at the time, after many visits to the hospital and the doctor, different diagnosis, cold, cough, flu, pneumonia, ultimately she was diagnosed with stage 4B Hodgkin lymphoma. Non-Hodgkin lymphoma. So immediately went into the treatment, the chemotherapy, radiation, and you're right, it's very personal, and it takes all your time and effort, and it becomes almost a lifestyle dealing with it.
You have other children?
Yeah, I've got at the time I had a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old.
And how did it impact your other children, watching their sibling go through something like this?
They grew up pretty fast,
Mm-hmm.
Making supper for themselves, making their own schedules, getting, where they needed to go without mom and dad too often. Not having mom and dad for sporting events, and so it was tough on them too.
And how is Ashley doing now?
Ashley's doing phenomenal. She came through chemo, radiation, just a few minor setbacks after that, but she's on the road to recovery. She's at her 1-year mark for treatment, so she goes in over the next couple weeks for more testing, but we're very optimistic that they got it, and nothing left to do but grow up.
So she's tough and a fighter like her dad.
Yeah, a little tougher than me, yeah.
But I think that it shows, when you watch your daughter, and the resiliency of kids and their ability just to be so tough in the face of adversity, it just must make you so proud as her dad to watch her and to watch her fight and come out on top. I just can't even imagine how that must make you feel as her father.
Yeah, absolutely. Many awkward moments where me and my wife are obviously really upset, and she's comforting us.
Right. Yeah, it's funny how that works with kids, but
Yeah.
Kids have a tendency to really keep things in perspective for us, and that's a great thing.
That's very true. Yeah.
So now, you're an employee of Westside Transport, and you hear about this project that the company's decided to undertake, Convoy for a Cure. So when you first heard about the project and what we were trying to do and raise money to find a cure for cancer, to fundraise, to buy a brand new trailer, to take our message of hope and a cure up and down the highways of America, how did you feel about working for a company that cares so much about this fight?
I felt great. Everybody talks and gives you that pat on the back and the handshake and the support, but knowing how much of your life cancer takes, and how much, obviously a job is important to you, and to have an employer that is clearly understands that, and is going beyond accommodation, really shares your values in terms of trying to find a cure and helping support other people that are going through this. It really means a lot.
Well, as I shared with you earlier, the trailer is on its way here, and it should be arriving any minute. And I just wondered if you've thought about, you travel a lot, obviously, in your jobs, and what do you think that moment's going to be like for you when maybe you're out, on the interstate or the highway, and you come upon the Convoy for a Cure trailer? Because as you and I know, we're not going to miss it, because it is pink and it is colorful and it is a message of hope. What do you think that moment's going to be like for you?
Well, I'm not going to cry, because I never get emotional. But no, it's going to be very emotional.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it is, I mean, it is emotional. You know, I've thought about just, you know, the moment when I see it for the first time. You know, I think prideful comes to mind, that I'm going to feel a sense of pride, as I'm sure you are. And I'm very excited. You shared with me earlier that, you know, you're going to be able to bring your daughter to the launch on August 23rd. So we're very excited to see her, and you know, extend our congratulations, and you know, keep encouraging her to keep fighting, and to, you know, be helpful to other young teenagers that might be going through the same thing. I think that that's going to be fantastic. So we're really, really excited, and we're very happy that you're an employee of Westside Transport.
Well, thank you. And she'll appreciate the opportunity to come in. A while back, after her treatment, there was a setback, and she was in the hospital. And so I called in and felt bad, you know, but I couldn't come to work that day. I had to take her to the hospital, and the reaction from Westside was they sent her flowers, and it was greatly appreciated. Especially after the treatment, you know, kind of the excitement goes away, and there she is in the hospital again, and to get those flowers from Westside was greatly appreciated. So,
Well, thank you very much for coming in today. I
you're welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you.